Welcome back to the Healing Energy Collective. I'm Scarlett Chang, and I'm grateful you're here. In this episode, I want to explore something that can feel confusing and even frustrating. It's this concept of why growth can feel unsafe, even when it's something you deeply want. Many people come into therapy or personal development spaces saying, I know what I want. I have the goals. I have the vision. So why do I keep holding myself back? This question often carries a layer of shame, as if resistance means laziness or lack of discipline. But more often than not, resistance is not a character flaw. It's a nervous system response. The nervous system is not wired for happiness or fulfillment. It's wired for survival. And survival prioritizes familiarity over expansion. If something is familiar, even if it's painful or limiting, the nervous system categorizes it as predictable. And predictable often feels safer than the unknown. Growth, by definition, requires stepping into something unfamiliar. It may involve visibility, vulnerability, change in relationships, increased responsibility, or a shift in identity. Even positive change can register in the body as uncertainty. And uncertainty can activate survival responses. This is why you might notice a pattern where things begin to improve and suddenly you procrastinate, pick a fight, withdraw, or abandon the plan. It can look like self-sabotage, but when we slow it down, it often reveals itself as protection. For example, if you grew up in an environment where being visible led to criticism, your nervous system may associate visibility with danger. So when your business starts growing or you begin sharing more of your voice, your body may tighten. You might overthink, delay posting, or convince yourself you aren't ready yet. On a cognitive level, you want growth. On a nervous system level, growth feels like exposure. If you learn that success created jealousy or disconnection in your family system, achievement may carry an unconscious cost. You might value success, but a deeper belief says, if I grow, I lose connection. That belief does not disappear just because you set a new goal. Trauma, especially relational trauma, shapes our baseline expectations of the world. It informs what feels safe, what feels risky, and what feels possible. When early experiences involved unpredictability, shame, neglect, or inconsistency, the nervous system adapts. It becomes vigilant. It prefers what it knows. So when you attempt to build something new, whether that's a relationship, a career shift, healthier boundaries, or a regulated life, your system may respond as if you're stepping into danger. The body can interpret expansion as threat. This is why mindset work alone is often insufficient. You can repeat affirmations about being worthy or capable, but if your body is bracing underneath those words, the change will not feel stable. Sustainable growth requires safety. Safety does not mean comfort. It means your nervous system has enough capacity to stay present without becoming overwhelmed or shutting down. It means you can experience uncertainty without immediately collapsing into fear or avoidance. When growth feels unsafe, the first step is not to push harder, it's to slow down and notice. You might ask yourself, what about this change feels threatening? What am I afraid will happen if this actually works? What part of me feels protective right now? Often the answers reveal deeper layers. You may uncover fears of being judged, abandoned, exposed, or responsible for more than you can handle. These fears are not irrational, they are often rooted in lived experience. Somatic work becomes powerful here because it helps you build tolerance for expansion. Instead of forcing yourself to leap, you practice small steps while staying connected to your body. You learn to notice activation without immediately retreating. You practice grounding when visibility increases. You build capacity gradually. Over time, your nervous system begins to update. It learns that growth does not automatically equal danger. It learns that you can be seen and survive, that you can succeed and stay connected, that you can take up space and remain safe. This is also where therapeutic work can be transformative. In a safe relational space, old beliefs and protective patterns can be explored gently. The parts of you that learn to shrink or hold back can be understood rather than shamed. And when those parts feel heard, they soften. If you find yourself stuck in cycles of starting and stopping, moving forward and pulling back, I invite you to consider that there's nothing wrong with you. Your system may simply need more safety before it can expand. Growth is not just about motivation, it's about regulation. Before we close, I want to offer a few reflections you can sit with this week. What kind of growth am I craving right now? What feels unsafe about it? If I move toward it slowly, what would safe enough look like? You do not have to override your nervous system to create change. You can work with it. Real lasting growth happens when your body feels supported, not pushed. Thank you for being here and for being willing to look at these deeper layers. If this episode resonated, you can share it with someone who might need it. And if you are wanting support building safety before expansion, my therapy work and somatic healing spaces are designed for exactly that kind of slow, sustainable change. Be gentle with yourself and remember that you are enough exactly as you are.